Now I'm going to explain to you about the elements of a valid contract. What are the essential elements to make the contract becomes valid and binding? By virtue of Section 2H of the Contracts Act 1950, what is a contract? Contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law. So, by virtue of this definition, it means that all contracts are agreements, but not all agreements are contracts. Why? Because in order to become a valid binding contract, the agreement must have all the 7 essential elements. So what are the elements? We have 7 elements. One is offer, acceptance, consideration, capacity, intention, certainty, and free consent. All the 7 elements here must exist. Otherwise, the agreement is not a contract. If any one of the elements missing, the agreement is not binding. The agreement is not a valid contract. So for example, we take this as an illustration. Let's say Zaid here, he offered to sell his car to Adam for 30,000. And then Adam agreed to buy the car and promised to pay 30,000 for the car. In this situation here, it means that there is an agreement, there is a contract. Assuming that Zaid and Adam having the capacity and intention to make the contract, and they made the contract freely without any elements that affect their consent. So here, by virtue of this, all the elements exist in the agreement between Zaid and Adam. So therefore, this is a contract. For another illustration is, let's say Cindy promised to Stella to give a car as a birthday gift. In this situation, this is not a contract because there is no consideration from Stella for Cindy's promise. So in this situation, there is no valid contract between Cindy and Stella because one of the elements is missing, that is the element of consideration. Since there is no consideration from Stella towards Cindy's promise, in that case, there is no contract.